So, speaking of baseball,
Yeah.
finally, after all these years, we got a baseball guy running the country, and what happened?
Go figure.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Garrison Keillor says it's all his fault because he was driving across country and he saw this guy that was despondent after his bad college years at Yale and he was going to commit suicide. So Garrison drove him all the way to Texas and convinced him not to commit suicide. And now we know the rest of the story.
Bad move.
Bad move, Garrison. I'm going, holy cow. You know, and a guy that knows that Odessa is a heaven-sent spot. You know, if they were going to insert a rectal thermometer in Texas, it would be between Midland and Odessa, somewhere near the Bush Ranch. And if he calls that paradise, he's no better off than the Muslims that are living in what they call paradise.
Yes, scrub. But it's always, you know, it struck me as odd, you know, where most presidents know you're playing golf. Most presidents, they like to play golf, but he's like on his bicycle or he's like playing in the woods. You know, it's like he's a little kid, like it's maybe Arrested Development or something.
Well, he's a man that's always in a hurry to get somewhere else, and he's never content for where he is.
Yeah.
Because he should be walking. He should be enjoying life and conversing and seeing the trees. But he's going by the trees real fast. He's going by life very fast. And that's a big problem in our society. And we're being run by people that are going from one spot to the other without appreciating where they are at the present time. And living in the present. He's not. He's living in the future and living in the past. And he hates his past because that's when he had a good time. And so when you're born again, it's the mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa, that I have had a good time. And thereby you reject it, and thereby you cannot live in the present. And it's a bad state of affairs that our country's gotten into.
Well, that's...
But the funny thing is, back to paradise. Bart Giamatti said in Islamic paradise is a garden where all the fruits and vegetables and stuff. And he said that Tinley Park was that paradise. So I got to play in heaven.
It's a political website, and I want to ask you what you think about this war.
We're at war? This is something that happened from the Crusades. You know, if people don't think it isn't, they're nuts, because the evangelists on our right side and the fanatics on their side are both just the same way as the zealots a long time ago. And I think it's about borders or about anything else. It's not. You know, I don't believe in political borders. I believe in rubbing out the border between Canada and the United States and Mexico. And, you know, and I think Buckminster Fuller said it a long time ago. What nationality, what ethnicity, what religion, they're all obsolete terms for the 21st century. And Friedman did it basically in his latitudes and longitudes and attitudes, and then they also the Lexus and the olive tree. He basically said it, you know, I'm a globalist. I've always been a globalist. I was a globalist way before it was fashionable. And we've got to eliminate those things. Plus, we got to, you know, John Lennon, Imagine. You know, and when you use that song as the national anthem for the whole planet, then we'll have world peace. And until people learn that message, that one message, then we're going to constantly have conflicts like this. And you're going to create people like Hezbollah, disgruntled people. They're not the peasants or anything else. It's the ones that are in the middle that have been changed and radicalized due to the fact that they see the people that are on the back of the bus here, tattooed on the door, earrings in there, and they're a fearful thing. We live in a country right now that is very fearful, and it's afraid of its own shadow, and it's represented by Bushism and the whole thing. He wants to create fear, you know, and he says that the technology of Al-Qaeda has sophisticated, and I can see Reed on the plane going, anybody got a light?
Where does Kmart snake us?
Huh?
Where does Kmart snake us?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't bring a lighter. So, you like anybody for president in 2008?
Me.
You?
Only me.
I'm
You had a chance in '88, and you didn't take it. You know?
I'm with you this year.
Yeah. And they wanted me to run with Hillary Clinton, and I said, nah. I said, if I get shot in the back, I'll just put another Bush in the White House.
Any advice for Bush? Any advice for Bush?
Give up the ranch.
Yeah.
Go back to fishing. You know, give up the bicycle. You know, wear a T-shirt that says another pacifist under surveillance. You know, what do they say in San Francisco? Drop the bitch, make the switch.